All right, hi everyone, welcome back. We continue with the big map, which is, as a reminder, it is 1,500 towns done and 5,500 industries. And basically, I'm working on things that generally focus on engineering related things, mines, steel, that sort of stuff. So, with that in mind, let us continue. And funnily enough, I've not played this for a few days, so I need to remind myself what I was attempting to do. Yes, these goods trains are supposed to go off here. And I'm supposed to do another one there. I remember. Probably go this way. I'm still not fully convinced about this. More to the point, I want to, if I'm going to do this, then come back. I want to go off this way. Don't need to double zoom. And I'm going to use and abuse the pulse functionality a little. Let's just do that. So I'm just doing it this way because I like. Okay, that's going to cross. I would like not to be in the way for the other set of rails, basically. Just triple checking, you can see me and hear me, and everything's supposed to be fine. Good. Just tunnel. And what we'll do is branch out here and just go off like that. We'll need to do something with that mine. Why am I doing that? Yes, even more questions as to why I'm doing stuff. Can we go off this way? I'm not a huge fan of Paul's build because I do feel it's a bit of a cheat, but it just makes my life easier, and I genuinely think it's a slight time saver. Should probably triple check that these are hooked in the appropriate way, which magically they are. So I want a clone of this or two and go here and just go. Then you, okay, you are doing stuff fine. And then this is actually pretty good. So clay can also come here, and that can be done. I think some of this will be on foot, so to say. It's not going to work. Including the mine, probably. Okay, I don't really believe this place will need a lot of activity. There's another one there. That's actually much better. I could probably do that. Whether or not I need it is a different topic, though. Well, because with the goods, using those two trains, we definitely are going to gung-ho everything into high heavens. Okay. I'm a little annoyed because, so I mentioned in the previous episode, I had an episode recorded. You know what? This really does not need to be a large. And then I muted my microphone, so I had to re-record it. But the underlying problem is that I've also done a bit of off-screen jiggery pokery. What if you triple? You get about 900. That's pretty impressive. This will need to come from here, which is a lot less impressive. Which is to say that the off-screen stuff was essentially lost. No, that's not what I wanted. And it's annoying because it was a very manual doing or undoing or redoing of, I don't want this here. Of some of the terms, because a lot of our terms are horrendously inefficient. Because at some point we've lost the ability to make small passenger terms. Okay, I want to clone stuff. I don't want new stuff. I want a small engineering supply. Probably not from here, but from here. And unload. I think one will do. Did I not just say go? Hang on. Interesting. My S key is misbehaving. I mean, my code patch for the S key is far from optimal. And then what else I want? Food. Boat. Okay, so this is 36 rubbish, vaguely less rubbish. I was about to say boats don't particularly make money. Which is sad, but such is life. However, I'm not going to run a boat from here. I don't really believe that's massively necessary, but hey ho. Meh, honest. Food. Small. That's impressively bad. How's things here? Enhanced. I don't care about this. So your gung-hoing and your chemicals need to be brought here. Actually, the chemicals could be brought back here, not here, there. Which would probably be a little more sensible. My only problem is that these are high-speed trains. No, we'll bring them here. Chemicals. Don't know if you need that many, but hey ho. And then probably pull it from here as well. But just small because this one's a pretty. Well, it's not shit. Anyway, it's going to be medium, as I say so. See how it goes. We'll probably. Okay, what's your. I think this will be enough, or more than enough, really. In fact, this can come here. Aha. That farm is more than just a bit in the way, but meh. Good work. I should probably connect it though and make this. Yeah, some such. This. Okay, you guys need to GTFO. All right, so this is going to be more than whatever it is at the moment. Mm, large. I don't know if I care much about these. You're conquering. I mean, this is very close, so 2 of. Actually, probably, especially if I don't. Do I want to bother with this? I don't want to bother with this. Hey, not sure this is particularly sensible. So if I don't bother, send. It's one of the better send banks, searching sites, whatever. So you make very little goods. It's not a problem. I want they stop here. And then it's not going to be massively in the way. So goods. For some reason, I believe that there are goods terms, as in part of this no industrial terms setup, but I'm not fully convinced. Anyway, pretty sure I could save a bit of effort here. These are dreadfully slow. You have nothing, which is good. You have nothing, which is good. And you have a lot of shit. Oh, it's engineering supplies. 225, 180. Okay, none of this is being taken. I am in a slight conundrum over this because these would be better locations, but I kind of explicitly said I should take them here. 108. I closed it again, haven't I? 5. Do I even want these big ones? Pit. No. Let's start there. Start here. So there's a lot of goods here. Which of course we can always amend by bumping these. Good people of Earth, be on your way. Well, here's the thing. We actually get a pretty heavy penalty on road vehicles. So I'm thinking, by penalty, I mean performance penalty. Because this little piggy is creeping up slowly. Although I don't know. I don't know how it's being rendered because it's on my NVIDIA card and it's 4070 Ti Super. So in that respect, yeah, I want that too. In that respect, if rendering OTTD can possibly kill the NVIDIA, then I'll eat my hat. Because there's absolutely no frigging way such is possible. Famous last words. I want at least 3 of these running. But I'm also tempted to put a station. Can I anyhow cover? I know it's goods. Yeah. Okay, if I did that. I want to pause this. I want to pause all of it. So if I say take 2, you do not even come close. Hmm. No, I mean, we don't explicitly have to. It would have been just nice. Also, this should be a goods station. And I don't know why this is not a boneyard. I want a boneyard. So that comes here. Not that we'd ever need. We'll glitch this because why not? And then go. And I need to get Aki. Hmm. So this is in. Also, to be totally off topic, anyone watching Silo? This is in. There's season 3 starting episode out already. So this hooks into this. In which case, this hooks into this. I'm conscious that this shouldn't get too epic crazy, and if so, we'll work on it. So if this was my in or out or whatever, just want to make sure that we're not too much in the way for come through here. I said I could come through here. I will need to be a little smarter about this too. Yeah, Silo's out. I haven't read the books and I'm not going to do spoilers, but I don't think at least the first episode isn't that epic. Apart from probably one memorable scene. I wanna come through here. I'm going to keep this logic. I like it. Not that it was technically required. I think I'll be doing a bit more tunneling in a moment, which is hilarious because you can tunnel under a mine, which I don't think should be doable. I don't know if this road's being used. I'm generally assuming they're not. So this is all the in, which is what it should be. Okay. You do 800. Interesting. So you got not enough engineering supplies, but I think that's mostly down to the fact that you take 60 odd over the course of 17 days. That should be enough. Why did I do that? Okay, or 5. Still there. I don't believe we need that if they're just making horrendously stupid money. Or on the money. Don't know if we need 2 of these, but we'll start with that. Coal, if I find it. And the coal train is better. Okay, you guys really need to sell and be relegated to lower ends of darkness. It's May. Okay, I actually want something that's still supposed to be a 5 long. Delete. Hilarious. I visually totally lost it. Not steel, scrap. It's just giving me a headache, isn't it? I'm not convinced this will logic itself out because if this is 700 odd, 800 odd, almost said pounds, but tons. I mean, the coal should probably be a 3 long. Okay, I mean, some of this could do with a bit of cleanup. Okay, you guys get zooked. I think this was one of the 5s. Yeah, I really don't think we need this many. This is being dealt with, that's being dealt with. But 20 minutes. Interesting. This is not being used at all. Eventually, I would find these because when I assume all's well and done, I would go through outstanding industries just to ascertain that we're actually good. Pretty sure two will do. At which point I would probably find shed loads of still outstanding industries. That I'm okay with. A little more curious about stuff we just did. They're kind of full. 1500. You're gankering, you're gankering. You're picking up. Marv. You have a lot of goods. See if we can even that out. I mean, 1200 per month is really not going to work for a bunch of small vehicles. Debit. You know what? It's small. We need to bump some of these down. What would be significantly better now? I'm thinking maybe I didn't want these to be full. Is to have an option, something along the lines of not just sell, but explicitly sell until there are only n count left. I mean, now it's edging down a little. Okay, so this is totally being ignored, which we will not sustain any further. Where is how's that? And I'm currently not bringing this anywhere. Just going to assume that was fine. This is out. Where are we? Oh, I need a map. Oh, we're going pretty far, and this is the out way, and now I lost it, of course. Huge sigh. I mean, frankly, now that I did this, I don't want it. Naughty. That's such a terrible location. Hmm. Trying not to build shed loads of bridges, but I clearly will have to. I could sneak through somewhere. Damn you. We have 13-ish more minutes. And then this goes more or less back the way we came. So just follow that because we're going the same place, but not on the same tracks. Kind of. We're coming in here. Sucks to be them. Maybe they can bitch you down that. Okay. So I could take a few of these. Okay, this makes 8K, most of which is taken. This makes a lot less than that. Start with 3. Okay, what's going on in places? Yeah, that's being handled into the ground, which is great. Do I? How's it going with chemicals? Generally okay. You know what? I am going to take all of these after all and have it come here. In which case I shall need more. I know that's obviously not triple, but I'm not fully convinced that we need that many because it always just goes down. This is annoying. I want it to be able to down here. Right. We'll undo a lot of this. So if I want lol fail multiple times. There you go. That should hopefully contribute to a healthier timetable. What's going on? Aki. Yeah, see that's the problem. We don't need this many. You still keep losing me a lot of money. Well, okay, I mean, for one, you get sold. You get serviced. So let me check something because it's oddly windy and of course the balcony is open. Just want to make sure the cat is somewhere not out. But it looks okay. I just need to adjust something. Something. And I'm back. And the other one. Okay. Well, you sell, you just get cleaned up a bit. Then this one is scrap 5. We don't need that many. Okay, OR5 does not need to be OR5. That's one of the many things. So we have a whole bunch of problems here. Damn it, just F off. So you become that. Why are you still? Stupid. How? I think they just missed stuff being put out, maybe? No. Damn you. Damn you. Not sure I need this many at all. So if you do, hold on, you do 1100 a month, you're 44 days, but you take 1800. So yeah, one of these will do. This, I think, is almost there. Or not. I would still prefer having 2 trains. So I think what will happen is that these guys bump down at some point. Maybe we need a 7th chemicals, or we're pretty flat-ish. Where am I? So I'm thinking 216. Well, here's the funny thing. This is on our side of the train. But the other thing I could do is to not take goods here, but instead take them here, which is probably what I'll do. This is where I won't be able to do anything because there's an oil rig in the way. Yeah. Oh, fishing grounds. Fishing grounds. Yeah, we'll just have to block each other a bit, but tough. If I do that, can reasonably tell this is not going to be large enough. So I want you lot to sell and remove this. Then we clone, where is G? I really need to revise these. We have way too many vehicles. And I might sneeze. I'll try not to do. I might sneeze. And this is not a lot. In fact, that's way too much, probably. Many. Do you tell me this will eventually be timetabled? The other thing I could consider is having a land bridge. Now that all the vehicles have gone through. We have about 2 minutes. So this and that can go there. Not in this episode. But one thing I could do in this episode is clean up a little. Some such, and then shut up. I mean, there's nothing really stopping us from doing it this way in this episode. B-leg. Okay, you're not great, not terrible. And you're slightly more terrible. Also, I really don't think this makes sense. Sand. Just pick the sand. So time's up. Shut up. No, just clone one, you idiot. Make sure they're timetabled. And make sure that we get some traction. Sharp straight. Chemicals. Damn it. This is such an incredibly annoying thing. Fucking letter D. And I'm pretty sure I took it off, but clearly not. Okay, so I really need to now get on with things. Damn it. Go here, go there, go there. All right, I need to pause, or technically finish the episode. So thank you for watching. I hope that was vaguely fun, and I shall see you there next time. Let me know if you have any thoughts. Bye bye.